Hey, welcome back to this episode of Think Business Live. Looking forward to part 2 of a 5-part series with Adrian Keogh. Adrian, great to see you again.
You as well.
And Fulkrum and Darin Radimaker, lead web developer. It's great to see you guys again. Let's talk about why choose an agency over a freelancer. I think, and I'm going to add on to this, why choose an agency over do it yourself? So talk a little bit about the importance of what an agency brings to the table.
I think it's simply, expertise, range of disciplines. If you think about it, if you, like you said, if choosing, an agency, a freelancer, or do it yourself. And let's just kind of break that down a little bit. Do it yourself. If you're the type of person who really, really, really wants to learn and, apply yourself, you're still only going to be able to learn so much within a short period of time, right? Or a freelancer can be an absolute expert in a particular discipline. They could be an amazing graphic designer, amazing web developer, amazing copywriter, an amazing search engine optimization person, or a digital marketer. But at an agency, what you have is a collection of all of those people. And so what you're doing with an agency is you're hiring more than one discipline to meet your goals and strategies.
Yeah. And I think, and talk about in a little bit more detail, the benefits of that, the benefit of having the collective group and the power of the one idea that can come from the group.
Yeah. So let's just say, a strategy is to turn your website into a conversion magnet, right? And really a conversion optimization tool. So if you hire one person to do that, that one person may be a great developer, but may lack the understanding on the design side. So with an agency, what you're doing is you might have 2 or 3 designers that are looking at the same, project, your project. You might have 2 copywriters, or you might have a creative director and a copywriter and the web developer looking at the ways to, optimize it and make, the best possible, outcome and conversion for the client versus, having just maybe one viewpoint. So really what it is it's getting a collective years of experience and multiple viewpoints.
Yeah, I love it. Darin, talk to me about, when you're choosing an agency, you're leading web development, the eyes of the designer, the eyes of the back-end developer, the layout, all of the elements, that are important for a team to really look at and strategize.
So we'll just contrast it as with the freelancer. We'll just take that little microcosm and we'll give some contrast. If you were a freelancer and you're approaching a design and a development project, let's say I'm a one-stop shop. You found me on Fiverr, right? I'm going to turn you out a website for an X number of dollars, right? And it's gonna look good. But I'm not necessarily going to be concerned about conversions or whether or not it's search engine optimized. You came to me for a good-looking website. That's my concern. Now it's on you to go find somebody to do those tasks. And what I did there as the freelancer may not be complementary to actually accomplishing those tasks. So you have a separation of departments that are all trying to do the best job because they want accolades, right? So you have internal fighting going on. We must be concerned about SEO. It has to look pretty, though. The development team it has to be efficient, right? This has to stand for the next 10 years so that we can still reuse it even if we give it a facelift. Yeah. We won't want to throw away this data, right? All of those different wars that are happening internally are to your benefit. We're evolving the creature that is your website to make it the most efficient to live in the real world.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with a freelancer or when you're doing that yourself, right, to bring it back around to do it yourself, there are lots of solutions out there that you could build a website for yourself. But a hammer is only good as the arm swinging it. And
if you do not
know what boards to put the nails in, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme. You might end up with something attractive, but if it doesn't convert because you haven't told people that you exist, it becomes irrelevant, right? So you want the agency to solve those problems for you. They go through this, jump through this hoop every single time, and are already thinking about all of these concerns right off the bat when you approach them.
Yeah.
You may not even realize that it's on the table as part of the deal.
Yeah. What I love about what you're talking about is the importance of solving problems. In many cases, when you have more people at the table, you can solve problems on a deeper level. Fellas, we're going to pick up this conversation tomorrow. Tell everybody where they can connect with you.
Connect with us online at fulkrum.studio, FULKRUM.studio, or 248-854-1011.
I love it. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Appreciate your time. Think
Thanks,
community
guys.
at Fulkrum can help. Reach out. Thanks, everybody.